Batumi, the Las Vegas of the Black Sea. One of the biggest coastal resorts in Georgia, and it didn't just attract Georgian tourists, but Armenians, Turkish, Russians, and as I've been walking around since I got here yesterday, I've heard Americans, British and Germans. So it is a tourist hotspot. But as you can see from the weather, time I got off the bus yesterday, it's been very dull and cloudy. And since last night, it has been raining off and on. And after looking at the weather forecast, in about 2 hours time, it's going to be pouring down again. But I thought I'd start here. This is Europe Square, and it is full of neoclassic and Renaissance style buildings all the way around. Proper history. And right in the centre of the square is this. I'm going to try and get to the top. So this is a statue of Madeira holding the mythical golden fleece, and it represents Georgia's ancient connection to the European myths and the Cochise culture. So that's from the Jason and the Argonauts chasing the golden fleece, and she's got it in her hand. Now this is as close as I can get to the statue itself, but if you look on my Instagram, I will have better photographs, so you'll be able to see the fleece better, and a link to my Instagram is in the descriptions below this video. But as you do look at all these amazing old buildings from the 19th and 20th century, you have got KFC over there, and as you go around, I mean, that one there is beautiful. You got McDonald's. Proper Europe Square. So why is it called Europe Square when it's in Georgia? It was originally called Era Square, but was renamed in 1997 after the Adjar Autonomous Republic, which Batumi is part of, joined the Assembly of European Regions. So the new name was symbolised as Georgia's aspirations towards European alignment and cooperation. And you can probably tell that I'm just reading that straight from my phone. But it does represent Batumi's modern identity as a bridge between Asia and Europe. But there's so many people on walking tours around here, and it is 11:20 in the morning. It's a lot less busier than it was yesterday, as it was the weekend, so I assume everyone who came here for the weekend has all gone home. Nope, I still can't get any closer. So I just googled Medea, and she is a Greek mythology royal daughter who helped Jason and the Argonauts steal the golden fleece. Bad girl. So I'm just going to have a little wander around. I am going to be staying in this city for a couple of days, maybe 3 or 4, because I like it here and I'm in need of a rest. That is beautiful. So I came down this road this morning at 7:30 and I went for a run. My first proper run since I've had all my infections in Thailand, and I went for a 10k run. Right, I'm just trying to find out who this is. Mehmed Abishid, Georgian politician. He looks important. He looks like he's got a 6-pack. Or is he just breathing in? So I went down to the promenade, went along that for 5 kilometers. It is pretty long. There were so many people going running at that time as well. Even though it was raining, I managed to do it in a decent time for my age, my size, and my legs, and my fitness. Just over 1 hour, 1 hour 5. Oh, I can't remember. Now, Batumi is known for its casinos, its bars, its nightlife, but I'm trying to show a different side to this place, even though you've probably never even heard of it. And right now I'm in Piazza Square, and this is being inspired by Florence and Venice, so it's a bit of Italia in Georgia, and it is just really peaceful and quiet. Now, right in the center is a mosaic which was built in Abu Dhabi, shipped in and installed piece by piece, and it does look Italian. You can see the puddles from the rain, and you can hear the Italian music in the background. But I want to stand back for this. Right there is the clock. That's stunning. It's really nice, and I can guess that in the afternoons and the night time this place is packed, but not when it's raining. It is really, really beautiful, and I've just found out that from this sign here that was only built in 2009, and then every 3 hours the Georgian national anthem plays from the central tower, which I think is that thing up there. Directly across the road from Piazza Square, and I've just been looking at this building here. It's got statues on it and all sorts. But yeah, across the road is St. Nicholas Church. It's an Eastern Orthodox church built between 1865 and 1871 by Batumi's Greek community. Now, when it was built, the Sultan at the time allowed the construction, but with one condition. The bells could not ring until Batumi came under Russian rule. And in 1878, it was finally annexed by Russia, and the bells were finally added in 1895, and you can just probably see them. And the church has been active ever since, and even during the Soviet era, when most religious buildings were sort of closed down or shut down, this was still active. Yeah, bells. But they still ring today. I was going to try and have a little wander in, but unfortunately they've got a service going on at the moment. A lot of people going in, so I don't want to really disturb them. But I'm just going to head towards the front now. Low trees. And even now there is spots of rain starting to come down. Not good. But this is part of the old town, I'm assuming, because all the buildings are old. So I've come away from the centre and I've come down to the beach. And just over there is all the cruises that you can do, various boats that takes you out to the sea. And there is some loud music down there, so I can't film anything. But even though the weather is not the best, and there's drizzle every now and again, people are still enjoying themselves. They're still, I can't call it sunbathing, because there's no sun. But there is a mighty Ferris wheel that goes round, but in front of it is a statue. An amazing statue. So this is Ali and Nino statue, and it's the statue of love. And basically it's two giant 8-meter steel figures that move towards each other. They merge and separate every 10 minutes. So it is meant to represent an Azerbaijani Muslim boy and a Georgian Christian girl. And they just move very, very slowly. And then they'll get together. At the moment they've got their backs to each other. Typical love story. But every 10 minutes they just merge together. And the music down this way has calmed down a bit, so you can see all the cruises. They've got old style ships. They just go out for, I think, a couple of hours. They've got. So I have been waiting around for the last 10 minutes, waiting for them to kiss, and that's the moment. Now this is actually based on a true story from the Second World War, which was made into a film. Oh, they're moving into each other. That is quite amazing. Oh wow. And then from another angle you can see them parting again. That's quite clever. So I've left the port area, the boats, the lovers, and I've come down here, which is the Punda Lighthouse. Built in around 1882 by French engineers. It's just a monument from yesteryear. It's disused now, but when you compare it to the rest of the sites around here, it's nice. And unlike the one I saw in Potty, where I actually climbed to the top, then he had a heart attack. You can't climb up that one. Shame. And if you followed my last video, you'll see that I'm back to where I was the last time, and that's just outside Alphabet Tower. Now, I didn't really know a lot about it when I was going around, and it is built with all the Georgian alphabet, all 33 letters, going all the way to the top. Now, I spoke to someone in the hostel yesterday. They said there is a restaurant at the top, but it's expensive, so I'm not going to go up. But yeah, that's iconic in the city, especially because the alphabet of the Georgian language is quite unique. Right, I'm heading back to the hostel only because the drizzle is actually turned into rain at the moment. But behind me is Neptune Fountain, which I'll have a look in a minute. But a bit of culture, and you've got Batumi's theatre. Now, Batumi's always had theatres, with the first Georgian theatrical performance happening in 1879, and then a small theatre was built in 1884. Now, this current one was built in 1952, and it holds roughly about 450 to 600 people, depending on the performance. But I thought I'd add a bit of culture in. Let's go and see Neptune. So, Neptune Fountain, Neptune being the god of seas, and obviously as a port it's quite significant. It's one of the most iconic statues in the city. It was only built in 2009, and it was part of the Let's Make Batumi Look Flash era, and it works. Got lots of people taking photographs of it. And it stopped raining yet again. It just comes and goes. But I'm black clouds are there. It's going to pour down, so I am going to head back. But that was like a little snapshot of Batumi. I really like this place. I am planning on staying a number of days, still to be decided. I have no plan. There is still so much left of the city to see. I want to go into the mountains. There's a cable car that takes you up, but with this weather I don't think you'd be able to see a lot. I want to take a bike. You can hire all these electric scooters, and I want to go all the way along to the promenade after seeing it this morning on the run. And there's still some more to see in the city. But if you've enjoyed this little video, then all you got to do is press that like button. If you want to see more of this amazing city, then subscribe. But I am going to go back to the hostel. I am going to chill. My legs are hurting. So until next time, bye bye for now.